Last time, we witnessed a cosmic wager, a man, blameless and righteous, whose life became the ultimate test of faith. Satan challenged God, claiming Job only served him for what he received, and God, with unwavering trust in his servant, permitted the unthinkable. But what does it truly mean when the storm breaks? When everything you hold dear is ripped away in an instant? The stage was set. God had granted Satan permission, saying, "Very well then, everything he has is in your power, but on the man himself do not lay a hand." Job remained blissfully unaware, living his prosperous life while unseen forces conspired. A dark shadow stretched over the land of Uz, pregnant with impending doom. The calm before the storm was about to shatter into 1,000 pieces, revealing the fragility of earthly blessings and the profound depth of one man's faith. The day began like any other, the sun rising over Job's vast estates, his servants tending to livestock, his children feasting. But then, the first crack in Job's perfect world appeared. A messenger, wild-eyed and panting, stumbled before Job. His words a chilling prelude to the horror. The oxen were plowing and the donkeys were grazing nearby when the Sabaeans attacked and carried them off. "They put the servants to the sword, and I am the only one who has escaped to tell you." Even as the first messenger spoke, another appeared, his voice trembling with a different kind of terror. The fire of God fell from the heavens and burned up the sheep and the servants. "I am the only one who has escaped to tell you." Before the smoke had even cleared from the second calamity, a third messenger, more distraught than the last, arrived. The Chaldeans formed 3 raiding parties and swept down on your camels and carried them off. "They put the servants to the sword, and I am the only one who has escaped to tell you." 3 devastating blows. All his possessions, his livelihood, his faithful servants, gone. But the universe wasn't finished. The final, most crushing blow was yet to fall, delivered by a 4th trembling voice. Your sons and daughters were feasting and drinking wine in the oldest brother's house, when suddenly a mighty wind swept in from the desert and struck the 4 corners of the house. It collapsed on them, and they are all dead. I am the only one who has escaped to tell you. In a single horrifying sequence, Job lost everything. His wealth, his livelihood, his entire household, and most excruciatingly, all 10 of his beloved children. The storm had not just broken, it had annihilated. The news would have crushed any man. Job's world, once so vibrant and full, lay in utter ruins. The sheer weight of such immediate, total loss is unimaginable. His heart must have been torn asunder, his mind reeling from the impossible devastation. He rose, not to rage, not to curse, but to perform the ancient rituals of mourning. He tore his robe, a visceral expression of unbearable anguish. He shaved his head, acknowledging the absolute stripping away of all earthly glory. His grief was immediate, profound, and utterly human. Yet, what happened next was truly astonishing. In the midst of this unimaginable wreckage, with tears undoubtedly streaming down his face, Job fell to the ground. Not in despair, but in worship. "Naked I came from my mother's womb, and naked I will depart. The Lord gave, and the Lord has taken away. May the name of the Lord be praised." In that moment of absolute desolation, Job's faith shone brightest. He did not curse God. He did not question God's justice. He did not abandon his worship. Instead, he acknowledged God's sovereignty over all things, both the giving and the taking away. He praised the very name of the Lord whose hand had allowed such suffering. How does one praise God when everything is lost? When the pillars of your life crumble in an instant? Job's response is not a logical reaction, it is a spiritual one. It defies human understanding. It forces us to confront the true nature of faith, not as a transaction, but as an unwavering commitment to a God who is sovereign over both blessing and sorrow. This isn't just a story about suffering. It's a profound revelation of faith tested by acute pain. It's about finding the capacity to worship, not for the blessings, but in spite of their absence. It challenges us to look deep within ourselves and ask, is our faith merely fair weather, or can it withstand the most violent of storms? shocking speed of Job's losses, contrasted with his immediate faithful response, leaves us with a haunting question. What kind of resilience, what kind of faith, is truly forged in the fire? Join us next time as Job endures ashes, affliction, and the silence of friends. What more could be taken from him, and how will those closest to him react? If Job's unwavering faith in the face of such devastation inspired you, please like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear this story, and subscribe to our channel for more profound biblical explorations. Tell us in the comments, how do you find strength to praise God when facing immense loss?